Good morning, David.
Good morning, Master Jue.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
For a bright and early rainy
Monday morning.
Monday morning.
Yeah.
Although this doesn't go up until tomorrow. It may not be raining tomorrow.
I think it's supposed to be raining.
So it's not really live, is it?
Don't need to say that.
Don't need to say that. So how's the sheltering in place going?
I don't know. We're in the same house all the
Well, I
time.
know, but how do you like it?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Actually, no, I really like it. I don't really mind.
You don't mind?
I don't mind at all.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this last weekend we had our first online competition. What was your thoughts on that?
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was very exciting, very different than what we are used to. It required lots of planning beforehand. That we had to like prepare and how we were going to stream it live on Facebook Live and how we were going to bring all the students in the waiting room, and it took a lot more effort than our regular tournament, I would say.
Well, I think everything is a process.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different, obviously. And our regular tournaments is a lot of work as well.
Yeah.
You know, Mom is always in the background pulling together. I mean, making sure that the brackets are right, receiving the applications or the forms, and a lot of that, keeping a lot of that organized. It's a little bit different. And yeah, I think this time, not to say, but a lot of pre-planning, like who goes at what time, umpires at what time.
Yeah.
And we can definitely do that in our regular tournament. I think a lot of tournaments are kind of like that, but it's not guaranteed.
Right.
You have an injury or something goes wrong. Like we did have one person who said they were online and we couldn't find them. And because of the names wasn't matching up, it's like, oh my gosh, who is this? How long? Here I am texting them. Is he on coming online? What's going on?
Yeah. Well, you wanted 10 minutes per bracket. And I said 15. I think, if we were at 15, it would have went a little longer, but it would have, we wouldn't have been so frantic. But we did finish it pretty fast. we
it's
were
hustling. One
Yeah.
ring, right?
Yeah. We were hustling.
I thought you were going to say, you're always frantic.
He is always frantic. He is always stressing about something.
Always. Just perfection. I want perfection.
Perfection would have came at a 15-minute bracket, but.
So yeah, definitely some technical issues, and you have that as well as a regular tournament.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I like the 4-directional exercise because for what we did, I noticed that when we were doing our classes and doing some one-on-one training with some of the guys, that they didn't have a lot of space. I mean, we actually have to move a lot of furniture just to do this. Yeah. And even this space isn't good enough for us to do like kodang or, tongil or, all these patterns because it's just not big enough. You make do. That's the beauty of Taekwondo. Right. Not that this is about Taekwondo, but that's the beauty of Taekwondo. You can do whatever. You can do it any place, anywhere. As long as you have that will. And so the 4-directional exercise was kind of neat just because we could kind of see everything and really about trying to make it as fair as possible. Because if you're doing like, let's say, Wanyo, and someone only has a very small space, so that person might have to take a step back. You can't see their feet. So how do you judge that? Right? It's kind of hard. Right. Where this 4-directional exercise was, we could judge. There's a lot of things we couldn't judge. I wanted to judge more like the way we judge at the World Championship, right? Technical, the power, the rhythm. But some systems that was not, didn't have the right internet speed. Yeah. So it would freeze, and then it would go to the next position. So you would miss all of that that intermediate position, right? The flow, the rhythm, the speed,
Yeah.
or it's a little bit delayed. I noticed that when we're doing those classes, you tend to slow down.
Yeah.
I know there definitely could be a lot more speed, but the internet is not fast enough to capture that.
Yeah.
And so you have to slow down. So it's not quite the same. So when we talk about competition, it's that fairness is not really there, is it?
No. Well, but the thing about the 4-directional exercise is, let's say you have like a momentary glitch in the exercise for a split 3 or 4 seconds that it freezes or something.
Right.
The beauty is that once you see one set, it's the same thing the whole way around.
That's true.
So, you know what to kind of expect. Let's say you're doing Wanyo and it glitches during the circular block. You missed that whole section, so you missed all of them, and maybe they stepped wrong and they did the technique wrong, but then they got back to the same spot. You're like, oh, it was probably okay. With the 4-directional exercise, if you can see that they're moving in the same direction, then you know what the techniques are as it is. So it's a little more, I would say, internet friendly.
Yeah.
But how do you grade it is the better question.
Yeah. But it's just good experience. And whether people, obviously if you get first place, you're like, whoa, I'm excited, it's great.
Yeah.
And then you have people that lose and they go, oh, I should have won that. And, there's certain things we just can't control.
Yeah.
Right? And you're always going to have a winner and a loser.
Right.
Right? So what's fair?
Yeah.
It's, obviously when you lose, people are going to blame on something.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't fair or something to that effect. So what is fair, right? And so if we can learn from that and try to understand the other person's position. I mean, that's true even in, it's even true like at our studio, right? It's kind of like sometimes I'll get a person who says, well, can you give me a special deal? I says, well, why should I give you a special deal? Because I'd like to have a special deal. As a matter of fact, I'd like to have a special deal all the time too. But if you put yourself in on their shoe, right? Then maybe you'd understand a little bit more, because it wouldn't be fair to give someone a special deal for this person without giving it to somebody else.
Yeah.
So fairness has to be across the board.
Yeah.
Right? And whatever is fair for everyone and everyone's interpretation is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
So everyone wants to have they think they're the one that should have it, right? Yeah.
Anything else there, Master Drew?
No, I don't think so. We're just chit-chatting here.
Yeah.
Trying to lecture you.
I know, that's how it always is. All right. Anyways, make sure to leave a like. We're gonna add that in now. And make sure to subscribe to our channel. Even though we're Juice Taekwondo, but we don't have much Taekwondo footage posted on this channel either.
No, we don't.
We don't. But
and most of the people that watch it are really our Taekwondo friends. But write something that says, "Oh, David, you should listen to your dad a little bit more," or someone might say, "Oh, your dad."
But thanks for tuning into this Monday morning coffee. We'll see you guys next week.
Sounds good. Catch you later.
All right.